Let's get it! Match up for the week, here's the scoop. Your boy Drone keep getting the loot. Underdog, who will prevail? Stay tuned, Drone about to tell.
What's up, baby? It is college football and NFL, baby. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for Drone's Big Dog Picks. College week 1, I went 5-3. I told you I do not lose and have losing records, but we deal with NFL and college this week. So let's go, baby. Ravens, Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs because I don't trust the Ravens running defense right now. Packers, Eagles, I'm going Packers. Panthers, Saints, going Saints. Vikings, Giants, Vikings. Patriots, Bengals, Bengals. Steelers, Falcons. This has been a tough one right here, but I think I'm going to go with the Falcons. Texans, Colts. I'm going to Texans. Cardinals, Bills, Bills. Titans, Bears. I'm going to Bears. Jaguars, Dolphins. Man, please, I'm going to Dolphins. Broncos, Seahawks. I'm going to Broncos. Raiders, Chargers. Man, y'all got me out of y'all mind. I'm going to Chargers. Cowboys, Browns. I'm going to Cowboys. Commanders, Bucks. Going to Bucks. Rams, Lions. We don't know what's going on here because nobody played nobody. I'm going to Lions. Jets, 49ers, I'm going to Jets. Texas, Michigan. Man, please, I'm going to Texas by 2 touchdowns. Arkansas, Oklahoma State. Colorado, Nebraska, I'm going Nebraska. And Houston, Oklahoma, I'm going Oklahoma. Those are Drone's Big Dog Picks. Week 1 NFL, Week 2 college. Let's get it, baby. Hurt. All right, what's going on, baby? What's going on? Y'all know it. Y'all got the fellas today, baby. It's in the room. It's Drone's Big Dog Picks, baby. We're on TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel and a global reach. I got the fellas. We got with the shades. We got Mr. LU himself, Mr. Phil Townsend, baby. He got a headache. That's why he got the shades on, looking like he can't see nothing. What's going on? Hey, can you see me, Phil? What's going on, man? I'm already seeing waves with the migraine, so. Hey, we got Mr. Vance Bradford himself, the resident wannabe genius. He listen to what me and Phil and Marc say, and then he just go totally opposite. Don't know what he talking about, but we call him a resident genius. What's going on? What's going on, Vance? What's going on, sir?
I tell you what, though, Jeremiah, you have found yourself recently. And in the past, definitely jumping onto the V-Dog side, on Vance's side. Yeah, more and more. I just want to put that out there.
If you want to say so, man. If that's what you want, if that's what you want to say, we'll go ahead and let you believe them. But let me show you that's what we're doing right there, dog. That's what we're doing right there. Cause y'all know what time it is. It's Dallas Cowboy week, baby. It's Dallas Cowboy week. So there we go right there. There we go.
Why you won't let me finish, man?
Jeremiah, you're forgetting to do something.
There we go. There we go. All right, we had the first NFL game last night. We had the Baltimore Ravens against the Kansas City Chiefs. As you see on Drone's Big Dog Picks, I picked the Kansas City Chiefs because I didn't trust Baltimore Ravens defense. They had a new defensive coordinator. They had a lot of issues last night, but that wasn't a lot of the issues that they had last night. Some of the issues was their offensive line didn't know how to line up. It seemed like after 1, 2, 3 times, man, just tell them to line up, scoot their behind up. You know, that's not rocket science. But they seemed like they couldn't get it right. They had problems lining up all night long. And then for some strange reason, they went back to the same thing they did last year in the playoffs and forgot to run the ball. There's no way Lamar Jackson should be throwing the ball 41 times. And with the running game they had, you seen, and there's no reason why the quarterback should have ran the ball more than King Henry. Ain't that the reason why they brought in King Henry was to run the ball? He ran the ball 13 times. seemed like once again it's coaching. But at the end of the game, Lamar Jackson had a chance to win the game, and he didn't come through. He missed some passes, some key passes at the end, and they lost by a big toe, just like KD on that 3-point shot, missed it by a toe. What you say, Phil?
Yeah, I think, like you said, uh, and in the end, when you look at how crisp and sharp Kansas City looked, right, throughout the game, think about this. It was just a toenail away from being a tied game. That's the incredible part of what happened. Lamar, yeah, he had a couple of chances to get the completions in the end. But again, I'm going to go back to this and offensive coordinator, Todd Monken. I guess he decided I'll cut it from 50 to 41, and that makes a difference. The thing is this. I I know Lamar is probably going to run the ball double digit times this year because that's one of the reasons why he lost the weight and put on the muscle. But the thing is this: there is zero reason for Derrick Henry to have not at least carried the ball 22 to 25 times in this game. You give it to him so he can bruise and wear down somebody, which is going to make it even better for Lamar in the end. So again, I'm going to take this to coaching and the offensive coordinator. That's my big take on this.
I get it. Your quarterback, you already know your offensive line is suspect. When he dropped back to pass, he's going to take enough punishment. He already got to run enough. Why add more punishment onto him when you don't have to? And you got Justice Hill in the backfield. You got Derrick Henry in the backfield. Let them run the ball. It does not make no sense. Let Derrick Henry run the ball 22 to 25 times a game. LJ should not be throwing the ball no 41 times in the game. Run the ball. It is baffling what Todd Monken is doing as an offensive coordinator. It does not make any sense. There is no way. You are defeating the purpose of what you don't have the receivers that you think you have in Baltimore.
Right.
You dinking and dunking the whole game. I'm sorry, you don't have the receivers. You depended on Likely and Andrews. You really, if you didn't know any better, you wouldn't even known Andrews was even on the field because you barely went to him.
Exactly.
You was going to Flowers and the Likely the whole game. What you say, Vance?
Oh boy, y'all something else, man. Uh, you know, you already know Lamar Jackson can't throw. That's it. That's it. He cannot. He is not. Even though he wanna be, he is nowhere near Mahomes throwing that rock, spinning that rock, man. So with that, and he's tired of running because he's tired of getting hit. And
Let Mark in, Vance.
uh, I don't see
Yeah,
Mark.
and maybe Vance will come back and make sense when he comes back
Shit,
from
I
letting
make a
Mark
lot
in.
of sense. I don't see Mark. I don't see Mark.
Okay.
But I make a lot of sense there. You should be even more silent though. You should be even quieter. Down there, Philip. Uh, uh, I mean, Lamar is he just like this. He's like your Dallas Cowboy quarterback. What's his name?
What? Hold on. How Dallas get in this?
That's what. Well, he's not as bad as Dak, but Lamar trying to pass his way to the Super Bowl. He's not. He's not a. To me, it didn't even look like he went over the summer even working on his form. It's the same. It looks the same. it looks the same. So
But we're not talking about his throwing,
Vance,
Vance. It's not
that's
about
the
his.
problem.
It's not about his throwing.
That's the problem.
It is the schemes. It's the scheme, Vance.
Jeremiah, Jeremiah, you are wasting your time. If he did not understand what the both of us said the first time around,
Just because
he
y'all
will
said it,
not get it the second.
Jeremiah says he's 5-3. He think he did something. He predicted something at
It,
five
it,
and three.
it's not about the throwing, Vance. It's the scheme. If you
Jeremiah, why are you wasting your
if you
breath?
if you change the scheme, because last night Kansas City, they didn't have play a good game, but it's the scheme. Even in the playoffs, if you change the scheme, they would win the game. Baltimore would have won the playoff game last year if you changed the scheme.
No, you can't say.
Jeremiah, you are
Anyway, they
hitting
could
your
have
head
tied that
against
game
that
up
wall.
anyway. You put that on Lamar.
Vance,
Lamar hit my man for the touchdown.
But
He was the one
if you
that was
change
on the line.
if you change the scheme,
He should have been.
it wouldn't have been to that point.
next question.
You run the ball.
Okay.
You are wasting
You,
your time
Henry wasn't
trying to
running
help
all that
Vance.
much. He wasn't running. He was
Jeremiah, you
running in
cannot
short
help
distance,
Vance.
but he wasn't
Vance
breaking
does
like he
not
was
have the
breaking
knowledge
breaking
capacity to
runs. It
understand
wasn't
you.
like he was breaking runs. Now I can say you can use
Vance,
number 43,
Vance,
Hill.
Vance,
You can use
Vance,
him more. Now I can
Vance,
say that you can use
Vance,
him more.
Vance.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry.
yeah.
One thing. This is what Derrick Henry does, and this is what everybody knows in the league. The more you run Derrick Henry, the stronger he gets. This is what all the teams know. The later in the game, Derrick Henry gets stronger. They kept taking Derrick Henry out the game. Derrick Henry ran the ball 13 times. You put punishment on them. They refuse to put punishment on them. The only people that Kansas City have is Chris Jones. You take Chris Jones out their defense and they are toast. They kept sucking wind. That defense was tired. You got a 250-pound back in the backfield and you run him against a tired defense, you will wear him down. And they refuse to do that. You'll rather run a 175-pound quarterback on a sweep than a 250-pound back that's running someone over. That does not make any sense. That is the scheme.
Well, that's amazing, man. They paying Harbaugh all that money, but you got the answer, Jeremiah Watts.
Harbaugh is not the offensive coordinator. Todd Monken is.
He the coach.
Vance doesn't
He the
understand how
coach.
a game is regulated, Jeremiah.
What?
So
Well, how you gonna tell me something? He the coach.
Vance doesn't understand how the game is regulated and the
What
calls
you
go
mean?
down.
How's it regulated, Phil? He's the head coach.
He is not going to overrule the offensive coordinator on all the plays.
Well, all
Vance,
the play.
that's the reason why he has him there.
What are you talking about? Why he has to do it all the plays? He should do it on the plays that he need to. Evidently, you saying
Well,
that offensive
well,
coordinator is
it
the
would take
problem.
you to say, Vance,
He's
you
the
wouldn't know
problem.
the play. You wouldn't know the play he needs to until you saw the outcome. Because that's the play you're going to say
Yo, you ain't
shouldn't have
making
been
sense,
called.
man. You ain't
Well, I think talk about look at that Kansas City. Kansas City. People say Miami is a track team. Kansas City is a track team. I think Kansas City is just as fast as Miami. They got Pacheco, who's a 4.3. It has Worthy, who's a 4.1, 4.2. They have Rice, who's a 4.3, and then they have Hollywood, who's a 4.2, 4.3. They, I don't think we've seen the best of Kansas City and who they are. I still think they need another. They need another pass rusher along with Chris Jones on the defensive side. But I think Kansas City is going to get better, which is scary for that AFC.
40 on number 8.
But
And so I think Kansas City is going to get better in what they do. What you say, Vance?
Oh, hold on, man. I like Kansas City. I think they're gonna get better. That's what they do, man. You know, as the season progresses, the cats that are not really they get better, and them schemes. Now they the schemers. They better look at Andy Reid and want to catch some schemes. You want to catch some schemes, but as y'all say, but yeah, I think Kansas City's gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right.
You still didn't answer the question.
What was the question,
He
man?
can't
I
answer
got
the
a lot of
question.
things going. I'm trying to get Mark in here, and he pumping gas, talking about 40 on 8.
I
He
thought he
can't.
was gambling.
He
I
can't
thought he was
answer the
gambling when
question.
he said 40 on 8.
Don't use me as an excuse.
Well, you
So what you say, Phil?
Look, I don't see where that's a miracle statement. Most of the teams are going to get better as the season progresses. And uh, just just by virtue of learning the teams and having tape on the other team. So I'm I again, how we look at how Kansas City looked last night, which was strikingly commendable, but it came down again. As bad as we want to talk about the Ravens looking, they could have essentially tied the game. So it, as much as we want to make Kansas City be better and really stand, they're here, and the next team is here. No, we had a bad Baltimore team last night, as far as I'm concerned, with the coaching scheme, and they still had the opportunity to tie or win the game.
Well,
So no,
I
so
don't think
no,
neither team played good last night. What you say,
I
Mark?
do. I think Kansas City
I mean,
played well.
what do you want from them? I think we've put Kansas City and Mahomes on this level where it's supposed to operate like Madden. And that's not always the case. You got other teams out there. What Mahomes is able to do is be consistent and know how to get it done when it's necessary. I think when you look at Baltimore, I think Baltimore, besides the dumb penalties that they're being really tight on, as far as the lining up and being in the right, which I'm glad they are, because I was tired of looking at the tackle look like he about to get the handoff. He's so far in the backfield. Um, and I noticed it, but I never tripped about it. But when they said they changed that rule, I was like, thank you. But I think that Baltimore, it's not that Baltimore looked bad per se. I overestimated their defense. I thought their defense was better than that. Was going to be better than that, and it wasn't. And I'm going to say that. Sorry, I started my car. I'm going to say that the quarterback for Baltimore is not the guy, man. I mean, not for passing. He's limited in where he can go because he's limited in his passing ability, and it was evident.
I don't think, Mark. I don't think that anybody is arguing that point. What Jeremiah and myself have said is that why are they having him throw the ball so much?
I think everybody's playing the run to a certain point, and they're going to. And these defenses,
but that's okay. That's what they do. Derrick Henry needed to get his touches.
Illusion.
No, you just went black. We can hear you.
Hey, Phil, it's a throwing league. What are you guys talking about? The league is set up for throwing.
It don't have, but Vance, it don't have to be. You can throw and pass too.
It doesn't mean you have to
run
throw it
13
40
times.
and 50 times a game, thing.
And so how many
It does not
times?
mean you have to throw the ball 40 and 50 times a game. That is not what the league is designed. That is not how it's designed.
That's what they're doing.
No, they're not.
Just because other teams do it, don't mean you have to.
They are not. They are
Who's
not
running more?
averaging 50 passes and 40 passes a game.
Average. Who's talking average? You know, but it has happened
No, you're the
several
one who
times.
said that's what they're doing.
They do. They throw a lot, Phil. They don't. They throw a lot.
They may throw
And
the
if you
rock,
see now,
but they are not
they
throwing it
value the wide
40 and
receiver now
50
more than the
times a
running back.
game.
They don't value the running back like
They
they
are,
do
they
before.
are not.
Hey, Vance.
Fans value
How
it
many
from the money
how many
standpoint,
times did
not the
Patrick Mahomes
running.
how many times did Patrick Mahomes throw the ball last night?
Oh, I didn't look at those stats, man. I can, you got
He threw the ball 28 times.
Fans,
28.
the value isn't on the running back for the position and what they
So
do. It's on the payment.
so
They
you don't
still use the running back. They understand that the best thing for a quarterback is what? A good running back
so you
and a
don't have
good left tackle.
so you don't have to throw the ball 40 and 50 times to win a ball game. So for them to throw the ball 40 and 50 times with a quarterback that you know is not a real accurate quarterback is
And you
asinine.
have the dominant running team. It makes no sense.
Your bread and butter is running the ball. So run the ball and throw the ball 30 times and win the game.
Exactly.
you want your best running back. Even now, is still your best running back is the
You don't
quarterback.
know that, Vance, because they did not utilize Henry properly.
Yeah, he look like the same. I mean, you know that
Derrick
lead
Henry,
yards and the
everybody
carry dust.
knows what and how Derrick Henry runs and how to run them, except you and Todd Monken.
They don't have no receivers over there, but you throwing the ball 40 times.
Everybody
41
knows.
They
times.
got quite a
Everybody
few
knows
receivers.
Baltimore.
They got some receivers.
Who?
Yeah. Now, they do have some receivers.
Everybody knows
Zay Flowers
Baltimore
is pretty
needs
good.
another grade 1 receiver.
I like Zay Flowers. I think he's got
Yeah, they got Zay Flowers, but he only 2'2".
They got
right.
Isaiah Likely. They got Andrew.
He's a tight end.
They're both tight ends, Vance. But
So what's that mean? Kelsey's a tight end. What are you talking about?
I
I mean what?
And that's why they went and picked up 3 receivers.
Hmm?
That's why they went and picked up other receivers that can stretch the field.
Okay.
Right. I mean,
You saying they don't have
Why are y'all
receivers?
taking all this time teaching Vance about the game on one game? We could do it. We could be teaching him on another game.
it's a weekly master class, Phil. I mean, it has to be fair. He doesn't know. You know, but
Well, tonight, fellas, you got another big game tonight. You got the Green Bay Packers against the Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody right now are up and roar about the Green Bay Packers. They're one of the darlings for this year because of what they did last year against the Dallas Cowboys. And they say they got the San Francisco 49ers off the hook the second half of that game, of that playoff game last year. So they became one of the darlings to make it to Super Bowl this year for the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love has gotten a big contract, and so they're slated to become to make it to the Super Bowl. Then you got the Philadelphia Eagles. There you have all kinds of questions with the Philadelphia Eagles. They have had turmoil all summer long. They have a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. You've had rumors on the coach don't get along with the offensive coordinator, the head coach, and the quarterback coach. Quarterback is not getting along. These are just rumors. We don't know if there's any truth about it. We don't know if there's any truth about it, but they have been rumors. We don't know. Kellen Moore, I'm not a big fan of Kellen Moore. Wasn't a big fan of Kellen Moore when he was at Dallas. Wasn't a big fan of Kellen Moore when he was at the Chargers. But hey, it is what it is. So, Philadelphia, Green Bay Packers. What you say, Vance? Who you got?
Green Bay.
Why?
Why? Because
Uh-oh.
I would love to see Jordan Love continue what he did at the end, especially thrash them Cowboys. That's enough for me.
But the Cowboys ain't playing tonight, man.
Yeah.
They're not playing tonight.
I said, I hope Jordan Love continues thrashing like he did at the end of the season last year when he thumped all that blue you got beside you. That's what I said, and that's what I mean. I mean, that's it.
But at the end of the season, he wasn't thumping the blue. He was playing the San Francisco 49ers and they lost at the end of the season.
Technically, it was the back part of the season that Jeremiah. so get
Okay. So do you, Mark? Ask this question: do you think Saquon Barkley is going to make that big a difference with the Philadelphia Eagles?
I think he will make a big difference with them, just like Josh Jacobs going to make a good difference with Green Bay.
Who will have a bigger impact tonight, Saquon or Josh?
I'm gonna say Saquon, because I think that everybody's feeling Jordan Love so much that they're gonna pass more and maybe not give the ball to Jacobs as much. It should be a running back game there in a sense, but Philadelphia, I know, is living off the run, and they might probably have watched that game last night and say, "Hey, let's not do like Baltimore. Let's utilize our run." I'm gonna say this about Jordan Love. Y'all remember the movie Kingpin with Woody Harrelson and Dennis Quaid, the bowling movie, Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Remember when Woody Harrelson made that first strike in the big match, and Bill Murray went like, "Oh!" That's how I feel when they keep talking about the Green Bay Packers, and especially they won. Oh, let's anoint them. They gonna win. And then what happened? Bill Murray ended up winning. So long run down the line. Come on, keep selling that Jordan Love cookies. Keep selling it. We'll see.
He sure bust y'all's tail.
Phil, question for you, Phil. We got Nick Fangio, who is the new defensive coordinator. The defense last year for Philadelphia, they had all kinds of issues. Green Bay Packers defense is not world beaters themselves. So who do you think has the advantage tonight as far as defense, Philadelphia or Green Bay?
But they look like world beaters against the Cowboys, right, Vance?
Look, I'm not even going to say it was a defensive coordinator last year, even though he was, a new one for them. The thing is they didn't have players last year. Their players were horrible last year. So
you mean all them Georgia Bulldogs they had wasn't good enough?
Well, the line was suspect. But they did have Carter do really well. But the thing is that defensive backfield and linebacker play was crazy weak. But the DBs, that was horrible. So if I'm looking at what's going to be a steadier course, then I'm going to say Green Bay is going to have the better looking defense, unless you go with Nick Fangio, because he doesn't get a chance to stay long enough so people can see how great a coach he is.
There you go with that crazy argument again.
While Phil just finished, I want to let you know, even though I got cut off there, I did want to let you know that watching Lamar Jackson throw, I almost thought he played for Oklahoma. Anyway, go ahead.
I'll tell you right now, Watch all the Oklahoma quarterbacks this week. Somebody had the nerve to believe that Buffalo would beat the Cardinals.
Yeah.
So
There's a whole lot of people got that
so who do y'all think have the edge tonight? Do you think Philadelphia or Green Bay have the edge tonight?
Philadelphia.
You do?
Vance?
I'm Green Bay all the way, man. Until Philly is, you don't know what they're gonna do. You know
Philadelphia.
You don't know what.
Mark?
I'm saying it's a push. I really am. I'm not gonna give a nod to neither one. It's the first game of the season. They're both in.
No, Mark, no, you don't get to straddle that fence.
It's not a straddling of the fence.
You don't get to straddle. I'm sitting up here saying, okay, is Vance doing some ventriloquism?
No.
I don't sound like that.
Whenever Vance,
I say what I say.
When Vance makes a statement, he doesn't
I say
follow
what
it
I
up.
say.
He doesn't follow it with football intellect. Let me give you some football intellect to make me. I don't go off of. I don't typically put as much weight of last year as people like to do. People on TV, they love to put last year. Last year is over, and teams start anew. And the guys who are there returning, they've either gotten better or they've fallen off. Depends on the situation. The team has gotten better through their moves, free agency, and draft. And teams have learned from what they went through last year, good, bad, or indifferent. So I'm saying to you is that what we saw last year, and we really don't know what to expect. This is game one. Nobody's had any film to study to go over. This is the first free. This is the best free game teams play because you don't really know all of what they're going to do.
And that's got what to do with picking a team?
Well, that's why I go looking at the talent between the both quarterback, running back. I think both have very good running backs. I think one's a better quarterback. Green Bay. I think to me, Green Bay has a better passing quarterback.
This isn't about analyzing the game. This is about picking a team.
I am analyzing it.
Now, how you gonna ever say to Vance about Vance not picking a team until after the game they win the game?
But he doesn't know the teams to pick.
Well, I know one thing. It was no
okay. I have a quick question. Hot off the presses.
Hot off the press.
USC has officially announced that they're going to retire Caleb Williams, number 13. Do he deserve to get his number retired? I'm gonna start with you, Mark, since you down there in California. Did he do enough at USC to get his number retired at USC?
I understand the game has changed with the portal and everything like that, but I look at the players that have come before him that got their number retired, and I say no. I say no. I look at the fact that he is one of the few, or a lot, depending upon where you look at it, that has won the Heisman Trophy from USC. And I think he's a very, very good quarterback. But I don't see where – I think he had the year where he won the Heisman. He did well in the end. I don't see enough to rush to that. It's funny when you said it because I thought about that. I said I should ask my son what he thinks. But, other guys have been there for 3-4 years. Less maybe OJ because OJ came from a junior college. But then OJ dominated more. OJ dominated in his turn more than Caleb Williams dominated, and I would say no. I would say no, especially on the fact that he wasn't there long enough.
Would you retire Matt Larner's jersey before you retire his?
Got a good argument for it. You got a good argument for it.
Didn't they win? Didn't they win?
He won a national.
Okay, yeah. Matt Larner's jersey is retired. You got Matt Larner's, Carson Palmer's, Charles White, Mike Garrett, O.J. Simpson, and Marcus Allen. So you don't think his numbers? He deserves his number to be retired amongst those.
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't see his time coming there. It kind of was. He seemed more borrowed than actually a Trojan, but it's fine. I'm not mad at it. But if you ask me, when I saw it, I was like, really? And so once I have that little pause that tells me I didn't expect that, I wasn't thinking that he would be a Jersey retired player.
What you say? What you say, Phil?
There is no way in the world that Caleb Williams' number should not be retired. Mark still having this affinity for hating OU quarterback.
well, he's not an OU quarterback no more. He's a USC quarterback.
That's all right. That's all right. We put the training wheels on him and took them off of him.
Yeah, you're right about that, Phil. And Caleb Williams would have been your anomaly passing quarterback in NFL. But
I will tell you this right now. For Caleb Williams to have done what he did, and I'm talking just from a statistical standpoint, not even victories, with the poorest defenses that Finch saddled him with at USC, and with the atrocious offensive lines that he had while he was at USC. It's incredible that he came out and was able to even be able to walk around with everything that happened with him at USC. So for him to do what he accomplished at USC with those two major weaknesses, of course he deserved to have his number retired, his jersey retired. And I'll be there at the ceremony for OU.
Please, you sure ain't getting it retired at OU.
Hey, he played at OU. I can't even remember that.
I'll be representing OU in California.
Vance, should he have retired?
Man, I'm kind of like with Mark a little bit as far as
I changed my point. I changed.
Well, I'm glad you did, so I can make mine better than what you did. But I think for someone to get their jersey retired, there should be more. It should be more. They should be more for the school. They should have been, and
more for the school. What?
Yeah, as far as the playing, he probably don't even consider himself no Trojan. Well,
what are you talking about?
He could be. But I'm gonna tell you something. I really, Caleb and that college career, I think it was suspect. I don't think he's that good. I don't think that good to where. You see.
You don't think Caleb Williams was that good?
Wait till you get hit. Wait till you get hit.
Wait till he gets hit.
That's all I'm saying. Let him play. Let him play. Let's get through the first half of the season.
Not deserve to be.
Let's get through the first half of the season.
He don't think he was thought of himself as being a Trojan.
What makes you think that there's a problem with him getting hit? That there's going to be a problem? Do you see how big that boy is?
Okay, I just said it, Mark. See,
I'm
that's
saying
a difference.
why?
You
Why?
don't have that eye test. You don't have.
Yeah. Tell us, adoring fans and skeptics, what you see with your eyes.
I can see it in his eyes. I can see it in him, man. The way I can see it in him. I watch what I tell you. I could be wrong.
You are wrong.
You can't say I'm wrong.
Hey, Vance. I can see it in your eyes too.
I'm gonna love this one right here.
Hey man, Vance, what was you eating earlier? You was eating something.
Oh man,
Jeremiah, he wasn't eating.
Man.
He got the munchies, but he wasn't eating.
Right before the game.
What were you eating?
Okay, you guys.
You
and Jeremiah, Phil, and Mark, you guys are worse at picking. You guys don't know. Y'all terrible. Y'all and your eye test is real terrible. It's
oh my goodness.
So I'm just saying,
You know,
what are you seeing?
participation. Huh?
What are you seeing?
I just see it, Mark.
That wait till he gets hit. He gonna
You
quit
gotta
playing
wait for it,
football?
Mark.
Well, no. What's
You gotta
gonna
wait
happen when he
for it.
gets hit?
Like,
What's gonna
Mark,
happen when
here's
he
what's
gets
gonna
hit?
happen.
Yeah, he won't. He
Mark,
won't be that. You'll see. You see how he is now.
Mark,
Watch that
Mark,
confidence.
Vance is like 30 other quarterbacks are gonna get hit and hurt. But because Caleb Williams might get hit and hurt, I told you. I told you.
He's
Told
saying
you
he's
what?
Okay.
saying that he's saying this like this a little boy playing Pop Warner football.
Okay,
Right.
okay, okay. Y'all listen to Drum's Big Dog Picks on 10 TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel and a global reach. I know y'all heard Vance and thought y'all was listening to the Twilight Zone, but hey, hey, y'all not in the Twilight Zone. Y'all actually listen to some to some commentating. We know it might sound like the Twilight Zone, but it's not.
The Twilight Zone is the tattoos fading inside that star. That would look like the Twilight Zone.
All right, y'all. We got some more football to talk about. Let's talk a little bit about the Jets and the 49ers on Monday Night Football. The 49ers right now, Brandon Ayuk has came out and said, did he make things a little bit harder than what it has to be, could have been? He said, yes, he probably did. Why he came out and said that, I would never know. That didn't make no sense to me. Uh, you got Christian McCaffrey that's still a little bit banged up. You got contract talks. I don't think the 49ers is going to do too good in this game on Monday night. I think the Jets is a little bit more tight knit than what people think they are. I like their running game. I like the passing game, and I think their defense is stout. Their defense was good last year, even with Wilson at the quarterback. And now they got Aaron Rodgers. As long as he can stay upright and not get hurt, they improved that offensive line. I think the Jets is going to beat the 49ers on Monday night. Uh, what you say? What you say, Phil?
Well, again, I think, like I've told you before, the 49ers, I predict they'll probably finish third in their division. The one thing I know they won't do it first because the Cardinals will own
Oh
that
Lord
division.
Jesus! Yeah, we're in the
So
Twilight Zone again, y'all.
I will tell you right now, the Jets will win it. One, Aaron Rodgers, he's got something to prove. That's one. But two, the Jets defense. I love the Jets defense. And I just don't think the 49ers will be able to handle it.
What'd you say, Vance?
I'm going with the. That's a
Cardinals.
tough one, man. I would say I'm gonna go with 49ers, even though
Why?
they took a little beat up. Even though 49ers, McCaffrey a little beat up. Ayuk. I just think. Well, shoot, you just don't know about the Jets. You just don't know.
What don't you know?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, what don't you know?
Hey Vance,
They
do they
lost
have
a
a
lot
good?
of games last year
Why? Why did they lose a lot of games last year?
Hey Vance, do they have a
because
good
their
quarterback?
that Zach Wilson was garbage. Got balled
Right,
out.
Zach Wilson. Where is Zach Wilson at right now, Vance?
No, Jeremiah, answer.
On the bench.
So,
No,
so Jeremiah,
on the bench of who?
Another
On the
team.
bench,
Well, he with another team. I forgot what team he's
he
on.
was the Denver Broncos.
Okay, yeah.
So
And
Zach Wilson ain't a quarterback. So that
he on the
he,
bench there.
so he ain't that quarterback, right?
Jeremiah, look. He said he don't know about the Jets. Do you now know who the quarterback is, Vance?
Yeah, we know who the quarterback is.
Do you know who the running back
Now that the running back is bad. That boy is bad.
Who's the receiver?
Do you hold on,
Aaron
Jeremiah.
Wilson.
Do you know Jeremiah, hold on. Do you know their top receiver?
Garrett Wilson.
Okay. Do you know their defense? They got who? Hassan
Hey,
Reddick,
Mark,
right?
Mark, please.
So you
Mark,
do know something about. You do know something about them.
I know quite a bit.
You
And
So,
they,
do know something about them.
and they got a back they got a legit backup quarterback this year.
okay,
So they got a solid team.
So
okay.
you do know. So what you don't know is what you're talking about. That's really what you don't know. You guys are
No,
listening
before
to.
before Aaron went out, everybody thought they was gonna do something, but he went out.
He
So
went out, but he back.
okay, so he bad, but you still don't know.
Don't know what.
You think you
I picked the 49ers, Jeremiah. I picked the
okay?
49ers.
That's fine. But your statement about the Jets is hey
Is
look
what?
let's do a break. You listen to
So what are
Vance
you saying
Bradford.
about the Jets?
Hold on. You listen to Vance Bradford
Predict what they gonna do then.
where he
How
has
many
no
games they gonna
feel
win?
for sports and he's always reaching.
What you mean reaching? You got I don't know what you're trying to pull. What you trying to pull?
We trying to figure out what you're
Hold
talking
it,
about, man.
hold it,
I
hold
said
it. I
San
gotta say,
Francisco. And
wait,
now
I gotta say in Vance's defense,
I,
in Vance's defense, Mark just got away with saying we don't know because
but I
this is
said
the first
to
game of the
win.
year.
Hey, man,
That,
Mike
that,
has said nothing like Mark's.
that's
No,
what,
no.
look, it's just that we
You
know
got that
Vance
right,
says this
Vance.
all the time.
No, but Vance, we try. Hey, Vance, no, Vance, but you said they had Zach Wilson at quarterback. Now they ain't got
Yeah.
Zach Wilson at quarterback. They got an established quarterback. You say the running back is bad. You say they got a top-rated
There wasn't no play
receiver.
call.
They got a good defense. But you
Yeah.
saying
I'm gonna
you
go with
don't know
San
you don't know
Francisco.
nothing about them.
No, I said I'm going with San Francisco. I'm saying we don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. That's all.
You don't know what San
Well,
But
Francisco
you
gonna
don't.
do.
except for
Right. I mean, you guys
me.
ain't never played, so I mean, so you should know it's the first game. It's the
See,
first,
he's
and this
using
guy's
Mark's
coming
stuff
back.
against him.
Aaron's coming
Mark,
back
I
from
Yeah.
told you don't
Achilles.
introduce that.
Was
Hey,
it?
hey,
It
Van,
was
Hey,
hey, Van,
it
hey,
Achilles.
hey, Phil, didn't I just say this was the first game? That ain't taking my
Vance is
line.
using your own stuff against
See,
you.
see,
That's
Mark.
why I
See,
said
Mark.
don't
You
introduce
done set precedent, and now Vance is using what you say.
exactly. That's why I told you don't
I
let
mean,
that
how
go.
I'm gonna sit here and believe three cats that got faith in the Cowboys? How I'm gonna sit here and believe y'all? So I don't let what y'all say because y'all don't know what you're talking about. I said San Francisco. San Francisco. What else? What else? What else?
Yeah, you
San
said some other
Francisco.
stuff too. Anyway,
Okay, what you say, Mark?
I got the Jets. I got the Jets because I know about the Jets. We know a little something about them, and I think that they're going to come out with a lot more fire. I think teams, and they have a good defense. I think teams are going to give some problems to Brock Purdy. And don't get me wrong, on two of my four fantasy teams, I do have Ayuk. So I'm hoping he can do something. I got Brock Purdy, but I'm not starting him on one of my teams. But I think that it'll be a good challenging game. But I think
He's saying a
Aaron
lot.
Rodgers going home to the Bay Area where he's from and just coming back off of that injury. I think it's the first time he's had to miss a season like that. And yeah, I think through a good training camp, they're gonna come out for this game one. I'm not gonna say the Jets are better than San Francisco. I'm gonna say that the Jets are just gonna be more fired up for this game to me and put it together first.
So what's that mean? Fired up? Just because they fired up? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
And
you
when
know
I
you go,
you
hey,
know they gonna
I
win.
was I
and
was
when you
talking
go,
to the
I'm
audience,
glad you
man.
said it, Mark. Jets. I'm going with San
I was
Francisco.
talking to the
all
audience,
right,
man.
all right. Next game, you got the Rams versus Lions. I like the Lions in this game. The Rams defense is all beat up. They got a starting corners. Two starting corners is out for the season. They linebackers is hurt. They defensive line. They lost Aaron Donald's no longer there. They defense is all beat up. Stafford is old. Uh, They got the Rams picked to finish second, and someone got picked to finish first in the NFC West. But this week, the Lions is going to win. They just old.
Wow.
We got 3 minutes.
Who you calling?
Go ahead, Mark.
I'm gonna take the Rams. I think old Matt Stafford, who's gonna go in there and say, "I'm gonna get my team back. I'm gonna bust their tail."
All right, go Vance. Phil.
Well,
Go Phil.
Normally, I would be picking the Rams, but not just because Stafford's a little dinged up. But thing is he's without both of his offensive tackles. So I'll be going with Detroit.
Who you got, Vance?
I'm going with Detroit because Mark going with the Rams.
All right, last one we got. We got 2 minutes. Last one we got.
That's a good point. That might be a problem with them ends that Detroit has.
Oh, shut up.
We got Dallas and Cleveland. I'm going with Dallas. End of discussion. Ain't no explanation. I'm going with Dallas.
Who you calling?
Mercy.
Go ahead, Vance. We already know who you going with. We go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it, Vance. We already know. Who you going with, Vance?
Like me, that sweet brown, as brown as you can be, baby.
Okay.
Anybody
Who you got?
playing the Cowboys? That's what we got.
There you go.
Who you got, Phil?
I'm going with Dallas.
Who you got, Mark?
I think it's gonna be a fun, interesting game, and I'm picking with my heart. I'm not gonna pick with my head, because it's in the way. I'm going with Dallas.
I'm going with Dallas all the way. Y'all already see the star. I don't even want to hear it. All right, fellas. Good show.
I love it. Yes, it was.
Hold it.
What you got?
See when you have the Cardinals Bills game.
Because who cares?
Man,
really.
everybody got.
But I'm going to Bills.
Everybody with some sense got the Bills.
I'm going to
Everybody
Bills.
knows. And look, you'll see it right here when you see the Cardinals win that game.
I'm going to Bills.
Maybe by 2 touchdowns.
Actually, being really serious. If you want to pick, I want to say that's a push because I really don't know what Buffalo's going to look like without these receivers.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, they still got Josh and Cook.
Yeah, but you need people to catch the ball, and Josh sometimes can throw. Josh can throw.
And then they got the rookie Coleman. Is it Coleman the rookie?
But to tell the truth, I do like Arizona though. I do like Arizona, but if I just had to pick, I pick the Bills because Arizona's unknown. But I do like Arizona. I like what Arizona have.
Arizona's unknown.
Yeah, they unknown. Right now, they unknown.
Jumped all over, brother.
I'm saying they unknown, but that's why I'm picking the Bills because they are really unknown. But I like what they have.
Hey, Jeremiah. Hey, Jeremiah. I don't know how unknown they are, but I know they're more unknown than the Jets.
Yeah, that's a tale.
That's why I'm here to let you know. You better ask somebody.
What's better? I don't know how they unknown to the Jets. They made noise last year.
Who did?
They did.
Who
they
did?
Played. For the team, they played. They was in all their games.
He said Arizona made noise last year.
Hold on, Jeremiah. No, you missed it. He said for the team, they played good. What in the hell does that mean?
Because they really garbage.
Oh, God.
And Kyler, Kyler, he did good.
Kyler played towards the end of the season.
Yes, he did.
Hey, Vance.
And now it's rolling into this season. What are you talking about?
Vance.
The Jets?
Vance, sit back. Shut up.
We'll see.
All right, fellas.
We'll see.
Hey, join us next week, same time, same place.
Hey, I just want y'all to know it's 112 degrees out here.
It ain't down here, though. All right. Peace out, fellas. You have a good week.
All right, y'all.
All right.